Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, there's a huge fight on the horizon as rising British star Anthony Yarde, 18-0, 17 knockouts, will be taking on Sergey the Crusher Kovalev, 33-3-1, right? Sergey Kovalev has 28 knockouts. He lost 2 by knockout to Aleta Alvarez and Andre Ward. He has a draw on his resume, and he has a decision loss to Andre Ward. Sergey Kovalev is the WBO champion. Sergey the Crusher Kovalev was looked at for a long time. He was perceived as the boogeyman in the light heavyweight division until Andre Ward moved up. He faced Sergey Crusher Kovalev. He defeated Kovalev. That was the first defeat in Kovalev's career. He then had the rematch immediately with Andre Ward, which he lost via stoppage. And then he went on to face Aleta Alvarez, who also stopped him. That's the 3 losses on his resume. But he avenged that loss to Aleta Alvarez, beat Aleta Alvarez from pillar to post, got a unanimous decision victory to earn his belt back and get his dub back, right? With that said, Sergey Crusher Kovalev will be taking on Anthony Yarde, like I stated, rising British UK star, 18-0, 17 knockouts. The problem with this is British fighter Joe Calzaghe also chimes in to give his breakdown of the fight. Joe Calzaghe, if you don't know, he finished his career 46-0 with 32 knockouts, right? Also, Andre Ward had something to say. He chimed in. He gave his thoughts on Anthony Yarde versus Sergey Crusher Kovalev. He said Andre Ward is 32-0 with 16 knockouts, right? He wasn't a big knockout artist. He was more of a masterclass boxer. Both guys, Andre Ward and Joe Calzaghe, are picking Sergey Crusher Kovalev to be victorious in his fight against Anthony Yarde, citing the reason being lack of experience. Andre Ward said that Anthony Yarde is going to be real surprised how difficult it is to defeat Sergey Crusher Kovalev, how difficult Kovalev is to beat. He said he's going to find out the hard way. He said that experience is going to play a major factor in this fight, and he sees Kovalev winning this fight. Also, Joe Calzaghe says that he thinks that they're moving Anthony Yarde far too fast. He only has 18 fights. He says he hadn't fought a real step-up type of fight in his career, and now they're throwing him right into what could be the best fighter in the division, who's a champion, who has tons of experience. He said that's not going to bode well for Anthony Yarde. Andre Ward said that, you could have, both guys said you could have all the muscles in the world. You could seem to have all the power in the world when you're fighting a certain level of fighters. He says, but that's not going to mean anything when you step into the ring with Sergey Kovalev, because, muscles don't win fights. Experience and skills do win fights. Not to take anything away from Anthony Yarde. They feel like he does have skills. He is he's on the rise. But to get in the ring with a clever veteran champion like Sergey Crusher Kovalev is just the wrong move at this point in time. They pushed for him. Joe Calzaghe said he liked the way they maneuvered Yarde's career. He said, but, to push him into this fight this soon is a mistake. Andre Ward repeated the same sentiment. My thoughts on this is this. I agree. I think that Sergey Crusher Kovalev understands what it takes to be victorious in this type of fight. He's been under the big spotlight. Not to mention, this fight is going to take place in Russia, in his backyard, right? But then, that could be a problem for Kovalev. That could backfire on Kovalev. That could prove to be, a lot of pressure for him to have to perform back at home. But still, at the end of the day, Kovalev's been under the big lights. He knows what to expect. He's been in there with Bernard Hopkins. Like I said, he's been in there with Andre Ward. He's been in there with Aleta Alvarez. He had to get himself up off the canvas and, come back and fight. He's been in there with Jean Pascal. He's been in there with very, very experienced, clever, and crafty veterans. there's things that Anthony Yarde hasn't yet to learn. Anthony Yarde doesn't even train with, he doesn't even spar, with sparring partners. He spars with his own trainer. Things could work, and get you to a certain level. Like Lennox Lewis said, you can't, your 6th grade teacher can't take you through college. You gotta graduate every year. There's a reason you graduate and you have new teachers. They teach you different levels, right? And so in this situation, I think that Anthony Yarde and his team are making a mistake as well. Would I be surprised if he beats Sergey Kovalev? Yeah, I'll be surprised, because experience is going to play a major part in this fight, just like Joe Calzaghe and Andre Ward said. Sergey "Crusher" Kovalev knows what it takes to dig deep. He knows what it takes to have to, make adjustments in a fight. He knows what it takes to be down on the scorecards and have to even up the fight. He knows what it takes to be down on the canvas and have to get back up and win the fight. Anthony Yarde doesn't know what that is. And especially against a that is very, very crafty and knows how to stay ahead on the scorecard. So if Kovalev is winning the fight, he's going to keep doing what's right. You understand? To cruise to a victory. When you're looking at Anthony Yarde, right, he's going to have to make so many different adjustments in the fight, because as Kovalev displayed his last fight when he fought Eleider Alvarez, he boxed Eleider Alvarez to a unanimous decision victory. The first fight, he was trying to slug with Eleider Alvarez, and Eleider Alvarez knocked him out. So he made the necessary adjustments to be victorious in the rematch. Both fights with Andre Ward were very, very, very close fights with Andre Ward. Andre Ward was the masterclass boxer who stopped Sergey Kovalev to the body. But in the first fight, he dropped Andre Ward, right? Joe Calzaghe understands what it takes, because Joe Calzaghe was in there with a Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins. Now I feel like Joe Calzaghe chose to take on that type of level of opponent, later on in their careers, But still, he knows what it is to be in there with crafty veterans, right? So Sergey Kovalev has been in there with a Jean Pascal who's very awkward. He's been in there with a masterclass crafty, slick, boxer in Bernard Hopkins, who has every trick under the book: grab you, hold, turn you so the referee can't see, all types of things that Bernard Hopkins displays in the ring. Kovalev has been in there, so it's nothing that Yarde could bring to him that he hasn't seen. The thing is, Kovalev could bring things to the table that Yarde haven't seen. That's the problem. And can Yarde make the adjustments, right? So this is going to be a hell of a fight. I can't wait to see how this fight plays out. I can't wait. I'm excited to see, but who knows, right? They thought that Floyd Mayweather was insane to fight Gennaro Hernandez early in his career, right? And we see how that turned out. So maybe Anthony Yarde pulls it out. Would I be surprised if Anthony Yarde pulls it out? Yeah, slightly, but he's the younger, stronger, I don't want to say he's the stronger guy, but he's the younger, fresher guy, right? Kovalev has a lot of power on top of it. His jab has a lot of power. So, but we know that Sergey Kovalev doesn't always live the fighter lifestyle, and that come back to bite him. So let's see how this all plays out. But Joe Calzaghe and Andre Ward are both picking Sergey Kovalev to be victorious in this fight this upcoming Saturday against Anthony Yarde. That's all I got for y'all, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Do y'all agree with Andre Ward and Joe Calzaghe? Let me know what y'all think, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the like button. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the